Hello there, folks. Welcome, welcome. My name is tinytim78, and I am here at very short notice to run a little game for you called Slightly Magic. This is a ZX Spectrum game for those older folks in the audience, including myself. That is going to be a lovely little blast of the retro past here. I hope everybody enjoys this. This is a charming little game from the early 1990s. The objective here, I'll spend a bit of time explaining it before we start because we've got a bit of time. The objective here is you are playing Slightly, the wizard's apprentice, who's been left alone in the castle while his master's gone away, and, well, things have gone a bit wrong. So Slightly has got to find some spells and put some dragons out and do all sorts of bits and pieces here. We've got to get that poor dragon there, its sunscreen. That's the objective of the game, as you do. So, I will explain as we go along, and I hope everybody enjoys. This is a fantastic, fun little game. It's got great little music, very, very colourful graphics, so I hope everybody really does enjoy. So, without further ado, I will just get set up here. And we are ready to start time in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so here we go, Slightly Magic. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick up this bucket. That bucket is purple, and each bucket is important because each one corresponds to a dragon. So here we have Hick the dragon, and you can see he's blowing smoke there. Oh, nearly ran into him. And I'm going to use the bucket to put him out. There we go, put out a dragon. And then we're going to move on down here. We're going to pick up, and we'll leave that bucket for now. We're going to go down here and pick up this magnet. And this is a platformer very much in the Dizzy style, for those who've ever seen any of the sorts of games that I normally play. We're picking up a pile of stones. We're going to avoid that ghost and that skull for now. We're going to go over here. We're going to visit Rocky. Feed me. And we're going to feed him the stones. And there you go. Nom, 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 nom. He's taking the stones. And that starts those little sparkles on the right there. We'll come back to them later. Now, these little sparkles, this is actually really precise stuff because you're just jumping on these tiny little sparkles as you're going up here. So we're going to go jumping back up here. The animation on this game is really nice, but the actual movement's a bit clunky. Oh, there we go. I need that blue bucket. So we're going to grab that. This is Frazzle, another dragon. And we're not going to get too close to him because we get crisped. And then we're going to use the bucket. Put him out. There we go. So that's another dragon extinguished. And we're going to pick up the green bucket, which is the third one that we need. And this is just the first part of the game. You've got to get past these dragons. So here we go. We're going to run along here to get to this this lovely dragon. This is Snort. And he's thirsty, so we're going to put him out. And he's also got a bit of a sneeze, and he's going to sneeze and set fire to the place. So we need to avoid that. That would not be good. Right, we're going to run up here and grab this flea collar. Now, there's a reason I'm picking up the items here. Very shortly, we're going to be getting spells, and I'll explain how those work in a second. We're now going up a staircase, which is actually a dragon, as you do. This world likes its dragons. This is a very dragon-friendly game. We're going to go down here. Now we're going to use the magnet to pick that pin up. Okay, we couldn't get that pin otherwise, and we'll need it in a minute. Oh, and that's a very tricky jump. Say hi to Zip the dragon there. Right, we're going to go up here. Now that blue boo, that is a spell. And spells have two parts to them. They have a spell itself and they have an ingredient. And you combine the two to cast magic. There's another spell over there. But the thing is, at the moment, we don't have the ability to cast magic. So I'm going to drop the flea collar. I'll need it later. And I'm going to come along here. And now we're going to pick up the spell book. So that's the first part that we need for our actual magic making. Okay, so we've got a spell book, and then you can see the wands there. I'm now going to go and get the wand. So I'm going to go all the way back down here. I'm going to pick up this skull carefully. Okay, and then I'm going to jump over these nasty spikes. We're going to go up here and say Rocky again. And I'm going to do a little tricky jump on here to get up to this. Now, this is where we need the pin. We're going to pop the bubble. There we go. And we're going to run up here. And now we're going to get magic. And then it's magic bar filling up at the bottom, so we can now cast spells. It also acts as an energy bar. So if we run out of magic, or green magic at the bottom there, oh dear, I'm on the spikes. That's not good. This game does have limited lives, so I need to be a bit careful. It's one of those ones that if you make too many mistakes, then you're going to be in bother. So hopefully we'll be all right. So there we go. We're going to run up here, pick up the megaphone. So we now have magic. So what we have to do is use our magic spells together with the ingredients to basically progress and get further through. So, the next step we're going to do, we're going to go up the stairs again, and we are heading over here. Now, there's that spell. That is the fright spell, and I already have the ingredient for it, which is the skull. So when I pick up the fright spell, the two will combine. I can only hold 2 items in my inventory at once, but if I combine a spell and an ingredient, it counts as 1 item. So, and there's these ghosts that I can't get past, and I can use the fright spell now, and we spook the spooks. There we go. They're done, and I get the hearing spell, which is the next bit that we're going to need. So we're going to drop down here, and we're going to pick up the flea collar, and then we're going to run over here like this. And now, once I finish this section, I'll give you time for some donations or some messages if there is any. Give me a second. We're now going to use the hearing spell.
Slightly magic.
Hello, Slightly. I heard that. These guys were deaf, and we've now used the hearing spell to sort them out. And we're now going to just run up here. And I'm going to... Now, this is a bit tricky, the way here. You've got to go up here. Now, these stars replenish my magic power. Also, when I hit 20, I believe, I get an extra life, which is going to be very handy. Lives are shown on the bottom left there with the potion bottle, and the stars on the right are sort of magic stars. Right, we're nearly finished the first part of the game. We need to come down here, and we have to use the flea spell. And it turns us into a flea. We jump on the giant's head, and he throws us across the moat. And we are now into the second part of the game. So, Dino, if you've got any messages, please feel free to go ahead.
I do. The donations are building and building up. So we've got a $40 anonymous donation saying, I don't know what any of these polls or targets are, so I hope I chose wisely. You did indeed choose wisely. You picked yourself up a Goosebert Honk shirt. You've pulled the Diddy Kong Racing, the Racer vs. the Final Boss poll, picking the Pipsy, and also contributing to the target Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, the massively multiplayer speedrun showcase. That is a mouthful. We also have $40 from Twisted Mage, saying, shout out to my wife Dina and my dog Gizmo. Hyped for the retro fun by Tiny King. And that's going towards a Here Comes Plum event shirt. Also going to the Pipsy in the Diddy Kong Racing Final Boss poll. And of course to the Jak and Daxter massively multiplayer speedrun showcase. Target. Can I keep going?
Yep, keep going.
Brilliant. We've got $25 from Esper Bucket saying, all hail Tiny Tim, the king of the ZX Spectrum. And that's... we have round of applause to do. There you go. And then also Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy Massive Multiplayer Speedrun Showcase. And $15 from HUD601 saying, for the one and only Tiny Tim with a heart. Thank you very much, Huds. And that goes towards the Golden Sun Choose Jill's Fate poll, choosing to kill Jill. So get your donations in for the poll there. Also for the Jak and Daxter massively multiplayer speedrun showcase.
Thank you very much indeed, Dino. Thank you so much for all those generous donations, folks. I really appreciate it. Remember, all your donations go to Alzheimer Fund, and it's a very, very personal cause for me, and I really, really appreciate it. I just love being here and being able to do this for you. So thank you so much indeed. Right, I'm using a watering can to create some water. We're then going to become a fish. As you do, there we go. In the water, come on fish, get in the water. There we go, that's right. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to do a little bit of health management here now because, no, come on fish. Because that went a bit wrong, but never mind. Let's just, we will swim. Right, okay, here we go. So, what I'm doing here with the fish is I am going to be picking up a few things. I'm going to pick up a jelly. And we're going to go down here, and I am going to go and see if I can find some more stars because I'm desperately needing them. You can see my magic's running out. What happened there is I didn't get into the water quickly enough, and as a result, fish can't breathe on the outside of water, so yeah, it got a bit messy. Right, okay, I'm about to lose a life, which is a bit of a shame. There we go, that's fine. I can live with that at the moment. And we're going to go down here, we're going to pick up that star. As I say, when I hit 20 stars, I'm going to get an extra life, which is rather good. So I'm going to give that jelly to the jellyfish, as you do. And then I'm going to go down here and grab another star, just because I can. I know it's there as a backup, and I'm just getting as many stars at this point as I can. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then we're going to run along here. Oh, come on, fish. This fish is actually really quite tricky to sort of operate. It doesn't swim very well. Right, there we go. There's the plunger. Right, so we'll pick up a plunger, which is part of another spell. We're now going to make our way all the way up here. I'll be honest, I don't like this section. This is probably my least favourite section because it is tricky. And as you can see, the magic is constantly draining because we're using the fish. You see, we're using the spell constantly. And if that magic goes below, well, if it runs out, then I lose a life. So I've really got to be a bit careful here. And it was a bit tricky at the start. We're getting there. We're getting there. Right. Swim, slightly swim. We're going to swim as fast as our little fishy fins can carry us. And down here, I do love the animation on the fish, by the way. It's very, very cool. Right, I am going to go and grab that star. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but I want to have some backup. Right, okay, here we go. And there we go. Oh, come on. And now we use the explosive spell. And boom, we are out of there. Thank goodness. Right, we've also seen the back of the fish as well, so we're going to drop the fish spell. We're then going to go over here. We're going to pick up that dead rodent, which is lovely. Thank you. We're then going to go over here. We've actually now just hit already the extra life, which is really good. So we're going to pick up the candle. We're going to come back this way. And we're going to go back down here. And we're going to use the candle on here. There's nasty elves in here, and the candle will scare them away. There you go. If we don't do that, then we'll get eaten, which is very, very bad for the health. Come on then. Oh, yeah, back in the trees. Right, okay. So I'm now going to go and grab this spell here and just move it over a little bit. It's the invisibility spell that will come in handy later. We don't need it right now, but we're going to move it over here. And then we're going to go and grab the flight spell. And then we're going to go... There's Witchy Poos. We'll see her later. We're then going to drop the... drop the mouse. We don't need that at the moment. Oh dear, I nearly landed on that banana. Those bananas are really nasty. Quite literally, you slip on a banana and... yeah. Right, okay. So, we're making progress here. We're doing okay. So that feather there is going to give us the flight spell. That's the component for it. So we can now fly. Again, the flight spell uses magic, I believe. So it's going to be a little dicey here when we're using it. So here we go. Yeah, it does. Look, you can see it there. We're going to fly all the way up here and grab the water pistol, and then we're going to come all the way back down here, and we're going to drop the flight spell immediately, because obviously we don't want to sort of drain our magic. So we're dropping that, and we're going to hoof it all the way over here. Just run. And while we're doing that, Dino, feel free to go again.
Absolutely. We've got an anonymous $5 donation saying, Tiny Tim in the clutch this morning, let's go. Again, going towards the Jack and Daxter Massively Multiplayer Speedrun Showcase, which I'll give you an update on that very shortly. We also have $15 from Argic saying, slightly magic? No. Tiny Tim is really magic. Love you, mate. Great seeing you with more retro game. And that's going towards the Diddy Kong Racing poll, choosing the Timber final boss there.
Thank you so much, Argic. I really, really appreciate it. We're missing you, but thank you so much indeed.
Yeah, absolutely, we are missing you. Can I read one more?
Yeah, carry on. Yep.
Brilliant. We've got $40 from Ananice. Sorry, I can't say that. So apologies if I did get your name wrong there. With the message, Tiny Tim is always such a ray of sunshine. And that's picking up a Metroid shirt, going towards the only boss kill choice in the poll, going for the right choice. And also, again, for the Jack and Daxter Massively Multiplayer Speedrun Showcase, which is currently at... Let's refresh it. $445 out of 2,000. Making good progress on that. Let's keep them coming in.
Thank you so much again, Dino. Right, while we were doing that there, I did one of the hardest jumps in the game there. I actually did the cat jump, where you have to jump onto that platform in front of that cat and use the item basically immediately, otherwise the cat kills you. And I actually managed to pull it off without dying, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. That's quite impressive. It's tough. Right, we're into the final section here now. We've picked up the invisibility spell. I've got the ingredients. I'm now going to use the invisibility spell to turn invisible. I'm then going to jump over and use the flight spell again. So I can just go up here, grab that star, and I can also grab that spoonful of sugar from right out under the witch's nose. I'm then going to come down here and get rid of that flight spell for now, just to save some magic. And I'm going to toddle my way along. There's a lot of backtracking in this part of the game, unfortunately. These games were very much of their age, and they had very much a lot of backtracking and stuff. Right, flight spell on again. We're going to go and grab... I'm just grabbing every single star I'm seeing at the moment because I'm conscious that I don't want to die. Right, we'll go up here, and then we're going to go and grab this. And then finally, we have this, which is the cooking spell. And we grab that. We're going to fly back all the way down here, flat down. And while we're running back again, Dino, if you've got any more, please feel free to go.
Absolutely. We've got $40 from Siosite saying, had to donate during this run. Let's go, Tiny Tim. Hope to see you soon. Let's keep the runs coming. Picking themselves up a Goosebert Honk shirt as well, so enjoy the shirt and thank you for the donation. We have $15 from our very own Robo Sparkle saying, you'd have to have the heart of an evil wizard to not want to donate for Not Dizzy and the generally nicest person in ESA and possibly all of speedrunning. Love you, Tiny Tim.
Thank you so much, Robo. Thank you both. Thank you, so. I really, really appreciate it. Every time I do these, right, everybody is so sort of positive and so friendly and so appreciative. And I cannot thank you enough. I honestly do not know perhaps what I've done to deserve that praise, but I appreciate it all the same. So thank you so much, everyone. Right, okay, we are very much towards the end here now. So I'm picking up a penny, and I am going to be going and using the penny in the wishing well. Time should be coming up fairly shortly, in a minute or so. Oh, hang on, I can't jump over there. I have to use the flight spell the final time. And then I'm going to always get stuck in the cauldron. There you go. Right, finally, we're nearly finished. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go over here. I'm not going to get that star now. I don't think I need it. I'm going to use the penny in the wishing well. And down we go. Down, down, down. More dragons. More cats. Right, okay, so there is our sunburnt dragon, and we need to sort him out in a second. I just need to get this jump. Come on. This jump is a tricky one. There we go, we got it. Right, okay, so we have the suntan lotion, and we are going to get this last bit right. There we go. This jump over this banana is horrible, by the way. There we go, got it. Right, time's coming up. And we're going to drop down in front of the dragon. We're going to give him the suntan lotion. That's better. And time. There we go. Wow. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I was expecting. Okay, so that was Slightly Magic. Thank you so much indeed, ESA, for letting me do this at very short notice, incredibly short notice. I love doing these sorts of runs. I will be back on Friday with Beep's Escape, which is a very similar style game. It's actually not a Spectrum game, it's a Spectrum style game. Very, very similar to this. So if you enjoyed this, please feel free to tune in. Right, thank you again. That's me for now. I'm going to go away, you'll be glad to know. And I will hand you back to Dino. Cheers.